SWPI has only been around for a short period of time. In the scheme of things, we've been around since 2002. We're very, very quick learners and we're very good listeners. So when we heard about the approach that Bunnings were taking in Australia in 2003 on their wood purchasing policy, our company thought that that was a real opportunity to move forward.
SWPI have the largest source of FSC certified Merbau in the world. There's some plantation Merbau that exists in Africa, but the quantities and scale by which it can get to market is not replicated anywhere else but here. So SWPI, as far as I'm aware, are leading the charge in terms of providing responsibly sourced FSC Merbau to the Australian and New Zealand market. Effectively, what FSC is it's an assurance from the product all the way back to the forest that it's been responsibly sourced and managed. FSC is founded on 10 principles and criteria, and the reason we're the leading certification system in the world is that they're the same 10 principles and criteria in all of the 112 countries we operate. And they focus on things about long-term management planning, sustainable yield, protection of high conservation values, respect for workers, respect for Indigenous rights.
We're talking about harvesting 6 trees per hectare on average. So when we're harvesting 6 trees per hectare, I'm talking about moving into a forest unit, taking 6 trees, replanting those 6 trees, and then leaving that forest area for 40 years.
The consumer has a real role in making sure that if they see something that's wrong or they see a claim that they think is questionable, they can raise it with the auditor, and the auditor and the certified entity is required to look into it.
SWPI being a vertically integrated supply chain means that we own and manage every aspect of that supply chain. So that ranges from forestry, harvesting, all the way through to sawmilling and plywood milling. And then we have a shipping line that we own. And then we also have a distribution centre in SWPI.
It's not uncommon for companies to have multiple concessions, multiple forests that they hold, and not all of them are certified. The FSC system extends to the certification. If you've got 3 parcels of land and 2 of them are certified and the third is not, the wood that comes from that third can't carry the FSC logo. Merbau is a very popular product. So what is great and what we're excited about in terms of SWPI being certified and Bunnings as a key outlet selling it is that now the consumer has the opportunity to buy FSC certified Merbau. People's concerns about Merbau potentially being bad, well, it's not bad if it's FSC Merbau. So this is a big change in the market.
Sustainability is a huge thing for SWPI. We have a massive infrastructural cost in setting up in Papua, and if we don't have sustainable timber available to us, then it's a really short business model. You end up losing everything that you've invested.
In terms of what's at stake, there's a lot at stake. We want to make sure that we can use those forests in a way that means that they don't diminish, that those forests are there tomorrow and the next day. The time for reckless management of forest has ended. Consumers won't accept it, and the vast majority of the large retailers, they won't accept it either.
Sustainability is really important for SWPI, mainly because it represents a future for our business model.